stop talking.
Blessings, everybody. Here we are in the Rasta Kitchen. No blood, no bones. Oh, let me fix my dress.
Oh.
And we have a guest master chef, vegan chef. And she's cooking it up in here. Tell them your name. Tell them everything about your cook up today.
Okay, my name is Tamisha, and what we're going to be making today is a spaghetti squash bowl. So we won't be using any noodles. It is all vegetables, but we're going to do it like the shortcut kind of fast way, where like we use. I'll be using like the canned stewed tomatoes and this Prego sauce. So we'll have the
let me see if I get it in there. There we go.
yeah,
Prego.
just the traditional. It's not meats or mushrooms or nothing like that. Traditional. It doesn't have any of the, like, you might have beef juice or something that, I don't know, pop up somewhere. So we just use traditional. And so what I did was I took a spaghetti squash and we cut it in half. You cut it in half the long way, which is a job and a half.
We're gonna show you.
No, it's
a little later.
It took two of us to do this. One is not. Anyway, so you take it, and then what you're gonna do is you after you cut it in half the long way, you'll take your grapeseed oil, which grapeseed oil you want to use because it is good for high temperature cooking. And what we're doing is we're roasting the spaghetti squash at 400 degrees. So you want a high temperature oil. So we're gonna use grapeseed because I like grapeseed. And you massage it into the squash, and you'll season it up. I just use pepper and roasted garlic, and then we put them in the oven, and you put them in there for 40 minutes. Did I say that already?
So this is an excellent example of when you're working and you really don't have a whole lot of time to spend in the kitchen. Then these are some great ingredients to do that, to get that done. I think the longest part you say was
it's just roasting
them.
It's just roasting the squash.
And so I thought this was nice. She's using some roasted garlic. And let me see if I can get so you can see the roasted garlic. Let's see there. Okay.
And then we just put it in the oven.
Put it in the oven. So
put it on the second one
for a minute or whatever one. So you put it a little lower. Okay. Hey, thank you everyone for tuning in. Hey, Chrissy, blessings to you. Blessings, Stephen. Let's see who else. Blessings, Rochelle. Thank you. Blessings, Heather. Anyone have any questions? This is going to be the good time. I think I saw a spaghetti squash.
Yes, since we have to wait
DP.
for the squash to go for a little bit before I get to cutting up everything. Because we're going to cut up some more zucchini. I have a Spanish zucchini, a yellow one, regular zucchinis. Do I have them over here? And you basically, like, if you are a meat eater and you want to try something different, then the squash basically it'll help you so that you don't miss the meat. And we got baby portobellos. Those are like a great meat substitution. What else? I got my tomatoes, and that's it. We don't have a whole lot of ingredients because you don't need a whole lot of stuff. And bell peppers, like bell peppers, onions, garlic. We need that all the time. So I think the first thing I'll cut up is that onion. Get it out.
So tell us a little bit about your vegan journey. Like, what made you decide to change your eating habits?
I ended up going vegan, like a lot of people. I watched What the Health.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know how many people watched What the Health, but after I watched it, what was it, 2016 or 17? 2017. I watched it May 2017, and I had noticed already before going vegan that I was losing weight, so I initially stopped eating meat to lose weight. It was, you know, just to try to thin out my stomach area like we do.
Did it help?
So it did, and I didn't eat meat for like 12 days. I went 12 days with no meat to notice that my stomach went down, and then within those 12 days, I got sent the documentary to watch. The request to watch What the Health, and then basically I was just gonna eat grass because I didn't know what to eat after that.
And that usually happens, right?
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know what to eat, and so I just started, you know, researching some other things, and I was already following Dr. Sebi, or Sebi, however y'all say it, Sebi.
Right.
And
I be messing it up too.
yeah, so I was following Dr. Sebi on different things and trying to, like, I knew I wasn't going to really go alkaline vegan because I am not as vegan as Denise. She is really, really good. I like junk food. So I might have chips. I might have an Oreo every once in a while.
But
no,
that's still
I have
vegan.
an Oreo, actually. I have Oreos.
Right, I think the
Every
Oreo is
other
still
day.
vegan.
Oreos are vegan.
I think they are vegan.
They are. So I still have my cookies. But yeah, so that's what happened. I basically did it so that I could try to lose weight. But then we had a health scare in our family. Well, not even a health scare. You know, my sister, people who know me know my sister's story. And so we went vegan. And it helped her in her journey of recovering and getting disease out of her body. So I don't know, and it made me feel good, so I just kind of stuck with it. It was kind of like a no-brainer for me. There are days where I'm not gonna lie and say that I don't slip because cheese is the devil.
It is the devil.
And every once in a while, cheese talks to me, and I eat it.
Yeah.
But that's my journey with cheese. Everyone, like last year, I decided to be vegetarian for the holidays rather than vegan because I wanted to make my own mac and cheese. But this year I'm be good. It's no cheese. So while we have those
Blessings, blessing, Yehuda. I think that's Yehuda. Yes, I think. Forgive me. Hey, Naomi, blessings to you. Blessings, Charles.
I can't see everybody, so
Yeah.
please don't talk to you.
Please share the video. Please share the video, like and share. It is public, and we are here just to kind of talk a little bit about cooking vegan.
Yeah.
This would be more of a fast. The longest that this dish takes is the
40 minutes.
The 40. Did we set a timer?
No.
Do we need to set? We need to set a timer, huh?
You got my phone is.
Here's your phone, baby.
You can put it on.
I don't know.
You got one? Press this. Oh, there it is.
Okay. So thank you all for joining. Any questions? Would be good. Gotta learn how to make the cashew cheese. Yes.
I do,
That's
but
the
it was not great for me. It was like
Oh my God,
gritty,
his was so
and I could not
divine.
get it. So, who is it?
DP, the last
DP?
Our last.
I need you to come teach me. Okay? Teach me how to do that, But you know what? I do use Follow Your Heart
You got it?
cheese.
Yeah.
I'll put it on 35 because it's been in there. It had to be about 5.
No, right.
So I use
good.
Follow Your Heart cheese, and I found that I could break that down with cashew milk. And I just break it down with cashew milk, and I put a little pepper or cayenne pepper in it. And that fixes my cheese itch. Like, I just barely found that
Oh, okay.
to make the cheese sauce. So that's why I said no more cheese. Because I can make a cheese sauce, and it's really good.
Let's see. Tenoda movement. Thank you for watching. Blessings. Thank you everyone for coming in the room. Thank you, thank you. We appreciate you. Any questions about going vegan? You're making a spaghetti bowl, right?
Yeah, spaghetti
bowl.
squash bowls.
spaghetti squash bowl, and I'm using, I don't know, what is this called? What kind of spaghetti
It's
is
a
this
spaghetti
called?
squash.
This is just a squash bowl. What type of squash is this called? Is
There's
it just the same thing?
It's a spaghetti squash. That's what I see it called. It's a spaghetti squash.
Cheese is the devil, damn it. It really is.
It is.
They put some addictive stuff in there. So,
I think it got some kind of drugs in it. I don't know
it does.
exactly what, but it's in there. Because you'll sit around and be like, I cannot eat that. It's no cheese. But there is good vegan cheese, though, guys. There is.
So that's what it's called, spaghetti squash? Okay, thank you, DP. Thank you for that.
And Smart and Final has it. If you're on this side of town like us, you get to go to Smart and Final.
Right, yeah. Our store selections over here are not as good. It's really a trip. You got to plan a trip to
All the
go
way to
get
Whole
food.
Foods. But guys, I was doing an open house yesterday off of Knees and Fowler, and we are getting an Aldi
What's that?
in Fresno.
What's an hour?
It's like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's.
Oh.
It's not as expensive, but they have them on like the East Coast, and they have all the good vegan subs for people who like me like junk sometimes. But yeah, so we're getting an Aldi here. I saw it and so excited. It's in Clovis, but we live in Fresno, so it's not that far.
Hey Tim, thank you for watching. Hey Asha, thank you for watching. And then we have someone who says the spaghetti squash looks so good. I'm excited to taste it.
You should have seen our muscles cutting it.
Oh my goodness, that was a lot of fun. Making sure nobody's finger got cut off. Kinderly, hey beautiful, thank you for watching. Blessings to you. Let's see, there we go. So she's cutting up the red onion.
Yeah, always use red onions. That's where I just learned if it's got a color, then it has all the nutrients. You don't want to use nothing that's white, that's bleached. You don't have any nutrients there.
Yeah, that's what in my research I found that out too.
And red onion is good for your skin. It's good for your skin. It's good for blood pressure.
Here's a little scooper. I forgot to give DP this when he was here. I like my little scoopers. Scoop it all into the pan. So you're pouring your. Let's go take a look at what she's.
Oh, I'm just moving. I'm sorry, guys. So then I put the little grapeseed oil. You don't need a lot, just enough, because it's going to be a lot of vegetables, and you just need to move them around, basically. Look, I'm still going to pick this whole thing.
Yep. Pouring that in there. Thank you again. Let's see. Hey, Chris, thank you for watching. Today, our star, I would say, would be the grapeseed oil.
Yes.
And the grapeseed oil is, when you go and look at your oils, you're not always going to see pricing that you're used to, but there's a reason for that. This is like medicine. It's good for your skin. It's good for if you have cholesterol problems, for your heart. And when you fry your vegetables in this oil, it's not going to do any harm to it. So you might want to start taking a look at grapeseed oil.
Yeah, instead of the oil actually sitting on top, it absorbs into the food and it doesn't break down. Like if you're frying something, it doesn't break down. And it keeps all the omega acid that you need, all the fat that you need is still intact when you cook with it. Because I used to cook with olive oil until I found out cooking with olive oil is not good. So you can use olive oil as a dressing for a salad, or if you're going to put it on top of something but you don't want to cook with it. The only oil that I use to actually cook with is grapeseed or sesame seed oil.
And DP, the last time he was here, he had the sesame seed oil. And I don't know if you all watched, but his food was amazing. And you want to tell them a little bit about what you do? You're a realtor, right?
Oh. Yeah, that's what I do. I am a realtor with London Properties here in Fresno. I have been in real estate for a while now, and my journey is a little different. I got my license in real estate in 2005 when everything was basically dying. And I was scared so bad to pursue this real estate career, but you know, sometimes when God talks to you, or the universe, when it speaks to you, you have to listen. So I sat in a job for almost 15 years, and for whatever reason, I couldn't get promoted, or didn't want to get promoted, or whatever it was. And I sat there that long and just said, you know what, forget it. Like a voice just came to me and was like, let's go. And I said, okay. Still took me a year to quit my job.
Yeah, it's a
But I enjoy real estate. Anything that has to do with a house. If you need somebody to help you to decorate, call me. If you need me to sell the house, call me. If you're looking to buy a house.
So you stage the houses too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Nice. Very important.
So
Hi, Kimberly. Blessings to you.
Like me.
Blessings, Brian.
Me and my sister, actually, we do a little bit of interior design. Like my niche would be like smaller bathrooms or rooms. I love to decorate them. So call me if you need help, or you just stuck, you bought a whole lot of stuff and you don't know what to do. Call me.
So it seems that every job is creative in some way, or but do you find that the housing allows you to dive deeper into your creative side?
Yes.
And does eating, did you see any difference between how you felt prior to going?
When I have enough time.
This
Because before, you know, you didn't have enough time.
You can turn it off if you want to turn it off and wait. That's fine.
Yeah, because I need that to be at least halfway. But yeah, once I got the time, and because everything that we do as far as a vegan meal goes, like, it is about prepping it. Seriously, like you're cutting up everything, and in every dish that I have, there's a bell pepper and an onion, or like I never just throw something in a pot. If you're doing like a vegan chili, you can't just throw a can of beans in there and think you're gonna eat a can of beans. No, you have to, you know, either create the meat that you're gonna use, and you know, the vegetables that you're gonna use.
Flavor it up.
Yeah, you have to flavor it up. You can't just throw something together. It's not like that. I think all we need is probably two.
Well, we appreciate you coming and sharing your cooking. I'm excited to. I've never had a spaghetti squash bowl.
Spaghetti squash bowls. Spaghetti. No,
Yeah.
I know how to say that.
So I'm excited for that. Hey, Timothy, thank you for joining us. Hey, Vanessa, thank you for joining us. Anybody have any questions related to going vegan? Is anyone trying? Has anyone did a 7-day challenge where you avoided meat for 7 days? Has anyone did that yet?
That's how I started. I just didn't have meat for. And for ladies, like if you're looking to slim down, like this bottom area, that meat, getting rid of meat and dairy, it'll take that away. Like Denise said, you gotta get away from the cow titty.
Yeah, the cow titty juice. No cow titty juice. No cow titty juice. My kids hate it.
Like,
Mom, that's so disgusting.
seriously,
But that's what it is.
It does bloat you, and you're always gonna keep that bottom area if you don't get rid of it.
Well, I need to do something extra then.
And yoga, stretch it out, stretch it out.
Yeah.
Like yoga became my friend. At first, I didn't like it because I'm clumsy, and so I was falling all over the place. I hated yoga. But now I can balance myself, and my core is very strong.
That's good.
So, yeah, yoga works. And then you're working with like your own body strength. you know, your own weight, so you don't have to add weights if you don't want to, and you still get defined doing yoga.
Another advantage to eating this way, especially right now, we have to pay attention to what's going on in the Amazon. And the reason why we have to pay attention to that is because that rainforest absorbs a lot of the carbon dioxide that we all emit. So the reason why they are burning it down is because of cattle. They have an international trade. I haven't done the research, but I'm just going to say probably with us, because there's not enough cattle here to even supply McDonald's. If you really looked at the numbers and you paid attention, you don't even know what is in there. Okay. You may not even, we don't even know if it's actual meat in there, so there's something to pay attention to. So if you're deciding, hey, I'm going to do a meatless Monday, right? That's what we can call it today, right? Today's Monday, right? Yeah. Meatless Monday. So this is what we're doing, a meatless Monday. You are actually helping to preserve the Amazon, to preserve our earth. So it's great to share and make people aware, but dive deeper and look to see, why are they doing this? Why isn't the news covering it? Why?
Yep. Watch Our Planet on Netflix.
Our Planet. Oh, that's so good.
Our Planet on Netflix. It tells you about all the different ecosystems and what they provide as far as nature goes, and why certain things have to happen, as far as like the sardines getting eaten up by certain fish or whatever it is. Like, there's different ecosystems for different things. Like, our reefs are losing their color, so our earth is not as pretty as it would be, because they're making all this land for grazing so that they can feed cows and dump pig poop. It's ridiculous.
It really is.
And clone all your meat.
Right. I was listening to a video today that was explaining the cell, the DNA, and genes, and how much information goes in there. And they've literally figured out a way to control people through the food, and that would explain what's going on with the Popeye situation.
I just really want to know if anybody really seen people go crazy over this sandwich. I really want to know, is that really going on? Somebody better tell me. If this happening in Fresno, I'm going to go see about it.
Right. So, Vanessa, you're asking, being vegan, can you eat seafood? Well, I have to say, yeah, seafood wouldn't be.
It's still meat.
Who was it? I think it was Dick Gregory who said that he doesn't eat anything with a face. Anything that shits or anything that fucks.
That is own. It can reproduce with itself. You do not want to make it.
Period. So, that's kind of like a good thing to think about when you're thinking vegan. So you're not going to take anything from the cow, right? Because that's right. Cow titty juice. You don't want that.
Like,
so
you're not a calf, first of all. So you don't need to be grown by a cow.
But
you are a human.
But yet, if they put a gallon of breast milk up on the shelf
and
a gallon of cow milk, really, what are people going to do? Because they're so programmed.
They're
going to think that the breast milk is nasty.
Oh, no, I'm not drinking her milk. Duh, you just drink the other cow milk. You don't even know her name. You don't know her. You can take her out.
Which, by the way, was started by the bald head, okay? The colonizer that came through, they're the ones who started the whole drinking off of the cow titty. So you might want to think about where that came from. But anyways, what were we talking about?
I don't remember now. We just got on the roll about juice.
So seafood would be more vegetarian.
Yeah, well, seafood is still actually
pescatarian.
Yeah, pescatarian, because it's still actually a meat source.
Pescatarian.
We're having too much fun over here because she gave me some wine or something. But
hey Rick, thank you for watching. Hey Terry.
But yeah, it's still a meat source. It's still like animal protein. So we don't consume seafood. We don't consume chicken. None of that. Anything that comes from an animal, you don't consume it. If it can't be grown from the earth, you don't consume it either.
Correct. And Vanessa, she says that she can go without meat, but has to have her seafood. So you might want to explore
Being
going.
pescatarian.
Yeah, being pescatarian.
You still want to look into it though, because the fish has so much mercury and things going on. So you want to still, but with everything is something going on with something. So
That's the point. With everything, there's going to be something, okay? So you just have to kind of like pick your
and
poison.
choose, right?
But the main thing is to get back into our kitchens and start cooking our own food. That's the focus, because we cannot rely on people who do not like us, who have shown over the years they don't like us, and they're in control of the food. I also learned the reason they call it a food desert, and what they mean by that is if those stores shut down, and this happened in Belize actually. The Chinese own a lot of the stores in Belize, and so somebody had robbed their store and shot one of the Chinese people, and they were pissed off. They were pissed off that they shut their stores down. They shut their stores down. They were so pissed off that somebody from Belize had shot one of their family members or killed them or whatever, so they shut it down. And it was very difficult for the Belizeans who did not know how to eat off of the land, because they didn't have a way to get food, because their only food source was the stores that the Chinese had control over. So you gotta ask yourself,
Like learn to grow your own food.
grow your own food, or
Even though I don't really grow mine, I'm gonna learn to.
it's all stages, right?
Because I found out you can use like big flower pots, right? And you
Okay.
can grow like your own spinach at home.
Yep.
You can make your own zucchini and tomatoes with flower pots.
What do they say? Where there's a will, there's a way. So if you really, really want to start making your own food, you can do it. You just have to start. Just start. Let's see, any other questions? No meat, no dairy, no honey, or any animal products. That's right.
Honey
That's right,
is
DP.
debatable though, right?
Yeah, I still do honey. I'm not a pure vegan, I
Yeah,
guess.
because honey helps with like allergies, right? If you're doing local honey.
Yes, getting back to our roots is very exciting. Are you vegan as well, Denise? Yes, I am vegan. Yes. It took me a while though. I just want to let you guys know it wasn't an easy transition. It was difficult for me. Some people, they can go from meat eating to raw.
Nothing.
And that's great. I think you have to. What were you showing them? What are you showing them?
Quick mushrooms. We just gonna dump
Bring
them
them in over here in the front so we can see. She's got her.
Baby portobellos.
Oh, they're upside down. Okay.
It's just baby portobellos.
All right. And she's got them cut up already. So if you wanted
I
to.
just bought them just like this.
So again, we want to be quick. So yeah. But now what I know, I really wish that when I was younger, I went vegan in my 20s and my 30s, and then now I would still have a womb. And I know a lot of women don't talk about this part of life, but over 600,000 hysterectomies are done in the U.S. alone. So that's 600,000 wombs are ripped out. And let me tell you, it takes about a year to get back to feeling the way, to feeling good. And there's a lot of negative side effects that, you have to take
Like
some hormone pills. I don't have to do that. Very strong.
Right. Right. You don't have to do it because all your medicine, everything was put here and it has a purpose. Everything. Like you can cure yourself from a lot of different things by eating plant-based.
Yeah. The other thing that as women, if we can't let go of that dairy, it messes with our hormones, and so we will get fibroids. And a lot of women have fibroids. I had them. But when I went to vegan, they started to no longer grow because cheese feeds the fibroids. So and it's not something that's going to happen like if I eat a piece of cheese now, I'm going to get a fibroid tomorrow. It's years, right? When you're in the mom's belly, if she's eating cheese, you're getting that. Then once you're little and everybody, what do they do? And it's kind of, I hope to draw more awareness because when the sports team wins, the first place everybody wants to go is to the pizza. And that's all cheese, which is not good, especially for
You could make
for little girls. Yeah, making it would be a great idea. Making it. You know, the more that we demand vegan products, they're going to start to have more restaurants catering to us. So, you know, it's all about us and what we demand.
right.
But yes, stay away from cheese, especially if you want to keep your womb right, because, and they won't tell you. I asked the doctor and I said, so what is it that causes fibroids? And I already had done the research, but I was just going to see if he could tell me. And he says they don't know. But
his job is not to cure you.
his job is to get that surgery done, right? That's right. So they're not going to tell you. Our bodies are so. Oh man, I gotta tell this story. So I was I was getting a ride from Lyft by the driver, and he was telling me he has like 3 kids, and two of the children they got immunizations done, and the last child they decided not to, and this child also had some birth defects that they had to deal with, and nothing like physical outside, more internal. But anyways, so they refused to do the immunization, and they're homeschooling their children, which is, I think, fabulous. So anyways, he noticed that the children that got the shots get sicker more than the child that didn't, even though the child that didn't get the shots was born with some problems. That child is healthier because they didn't get the immunization shots. So our bodies are amazing. They rebuild, they can actually cure itself if we just feed it right. So point is, if they know our bodies are really good and we never go to the doctor, then who's making the money? Who's going to be making all this money? What pharmaceutical, what are they going to be making? Absolutely nothing. It doesn't help their pockets for you to be well. But we have to change it because we have our children we're wanting, and I said this in the last slide, and I'm gonna say it again. And I'm a 60s baby, and I never saw birth defects like I see today. You know, I have a grandson that experienced it too, and I know that has everything to do with the food and the pharmaceutical companies pushing their agenda. So it's up to us. It's up to us. The good news is we can change at any time, and we can make a difference. So that's the great news. Yes. Hey, Sarah, thank you for joining us. Blessings to you. I would never get a flu shot. Thank you, Tim. No, never get a flu shot. I don't get
I got a flu shot once in 2012. Wait, 2011 or 2012. I was sick for 12 days.
So let's say really quick.
I never got a flu shot.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. I hope we're still on. But let's tell them what you got in here.
I still ain't finished. There is mushrooms, bell pepper, onion. Well, the red and green bell peppers, red onions, portobello mushrooms. I seasoned it with some pepper, minced garlic, onion powder, and a little garlic salt. I still use garlic salt. Just a little though, it's not a lot, just a little. It wasn't a lot, I promise.
Sarah says, hello, beautiful queens. Thank you, Sarah. DP says, Irish sea moss and red and black maca root. And what is that for?
Yeah, I do have Irish sea moss at home. I made a vegan tuna with chickpeas. Oh, it was so good.
So I want to try that.
It was
that sounds
so
I haven't had tuna in such a long time.
Me neither, and I love tuna, so I went and I figured out how to make it. I'm in a vegan group on Facebook called Black Vegan Social, and one of the moderators or admins, that's what she was making one day. I was like, oh, I'm gonna figure that out. So I figured it out. I found Irish sea moss at Tower Health. Tower Health has a lot of
Tower Health.
Tower Health. Instead of venturing all the way to Whole Foods, we can go to Tower Health.
I can cycle there. That's about a 6-mile cycle ride. Okay, thank you, DP. Yes, for everything that we're talking about. Okay, yeah. Hey, Sheila. Blessings to you. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm glad, Sarah. You know, when I was doing this way back when, I was living in Santa Barbara, and the amount of resistance that you get from family members was just crazy back then. But now a lot of people are being educated and a lot of people are being supportive, and I think it's beautiful. It really is. We don't always have to have meat. Even if you're a meat eater, you can do one meal without meat, and it's not going to hurt you. It's actually probably going to help you out. Let's see. There's something else I wanted to share with you guys, and I just can't remember right now. I love you.
Like then now I'm only doing 2 bowls. We don't have to use all of this.
2 bowls. I'm not sure if we're gonna have a taste tester today.
We have one, and we can cut it in half. If somebody want to come
we'll
get
see.
it.
Do we have anybody up for taste testing, Sarah? You know where the spot's at.
Come get one. I promise you will like it. I just need these. I don't know why. It's a thing. It's a color.
Oh, I think it's important to cook with color. One of the things Black Mission figs help with fibroids. Oh, that's good. That's really good to know.
I'm gonna find that.
DP just said the Black Mission figs help with fibroids. That's good. Hey Tanya, thank you for joining us. Blessings to you. Hey Robin. 2 beautiful women in the kitchen. Thank you. I'm gonna have to come over there and get in your kitchen, Robin. Come visit with you. Cooking it up with color is the best way to feed your chakras. Yes.
Like if it's not a pretty rainbow in the pot, I'm like, I'm missing something. I don't know what it is, but it's not there.
Yeah. That's how I feel too. I love cooking with color, and I love eating flowers too. I'm just gonna work on my little flower edible.
Yeah, you need to tell me about which flowers I can eat to make stuff pretty. I have a thing. So it's like once you saute these up.
I'm gonna see if I can move this over here so we can see what she's doing. Let's see. Hold on, everyone. Okay, I think they can see, right? Can they see?
I think you only see me.
We only see you. Okay.
So, like once you saute it up, like you know what it's supposed to look like. You don't want to cook it all like limp. So you still need it to be a little strong when you just saute it up, get all the oil through there, and then you're gonna dump the stewed tomatoes.
And she's using grapeseed oil.
Yes, grapeseed oil. And you buy the stewed tomatoes with no salt. Again, we just whipping up something that's quick to eat, you know. You coming in, you just cut this up. It should take like 20 minutes at the most. And you're gonna get your tomatoes kind of stirred all in there. And then
That looks so pretty.
what?
So pretty.
And then you just loosen it up with some sauce. And you just let it sit there and pop. You'll let it simmer for about like, I don't know, 6-7 minutes till it look right to you. Cause I am not a measurer, guys, and I don't know how to really like a teaspoon of this or whatever.
You listen to your ancestors?
Right. I just have a good what we call a good seasoning hand. Have y'all ever heard of that before? So I have a good seasoning hand, and I just know what it's supposed to look like. My dad always say like, if it's this color or it looks right, then it's done. You don't have to taste it. It's a certain color that's supposed to pop out to you. But you'll know, even if vegetables not all the way done, you can still eat them. So if you're trying with more vegetables and you don't cook them all the way, you're still fine.
So now she's pouring in the, what is it, the Prego tomato? Traditional.
Yeah.
So there's no, it's just the plain, right?
Right. And then one of my friends, nice fact, my friend Shara, she put out there that it's the only spaghetti sauce you can buy that's already prepared. If you're a person who's staying away from soy, it doesn't have soy in it.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And we talked about soy before and the importance of soy, but staying away from soy, that is. I'm going to put us back on here.
One of my favorite songs.
Put you guys back on here. Oh, I know. I love this song. Oh, boop, boop, boop. There we go. Beautiful queen up in here. Hey, Danielle. Thank you for watching. Right? Right, Robin? Have you over here now. Right now.
Right.
Quick, fast, in a hurry.
And if the food don't make you dance, then I don't think you did it right.
Right. Oh, yeah. It's got to make you dance.
Like you look at it, it looks so pretty, so you just get all excited. Like,
so today we're having a little bit of this wine. And it's actually really good. And there's a nice story about this this lady. What is her name? Josephine Baker. To realize our dreams, we must decide to wake up. We must decide to wake up. So thank you everyone who's watching. Maybe this is going to help you wake up to want to eat more vegetables, more plants. Is it not coming off?
no, I put it on low, so then that way it'll just simmer instead of.
Okay. Anybody have any questions? Hey James, blessings to you. Thank you for watching. Hey Antoinette, thank you for watching, love. Blessings to you. What are we looking for?
See, and we're done.
That was it, huh?
We're done, and then you just finish your wine while you wait for whatever. What is it? 10 minutes left. Oh, we got 2 minutes left.
Oh, okay, wow.
And you just
So that
don't
was
pull
pretty
them
quick.
out, and you just, when I pull it out though, I have to make sure it's tender enough to, because you don't use a noodle. The spaghetti squash is actually going to be your pasta. So you take a fork and you just kind of drag it across, and it'll bring the squash out and make noodles for you. So you just want to make sure it's tender enough and it's not like gritty. You can't see.
Now,
What are you guys cooking? We are making spaghetti squash bowls.
spaghetti squash bowl. So what she did is she took the spaghetti squash. Guess that's what that is called. Thanks to DP for sharing that with us. So we took the spaghetti squash. Let's try to open this up to show them.
No, we're
That
gonna
was-
cut
that
her
was
finger off.
Too funny.
Hi, yeah.
I want you guys to know, because sometimes we live in such an instant gratification society that we don't realize how much work actually goes into
And you know what?
preparing food.
Just do this, and you probably don't have to lift weights ever again. Okay, you can stab it first. You
So
go.
let's see.
Stab it. That's such a
Oh
good.
no, I think yours has a better.
Mine did it.
Yours has
Yours
a
did it
better.
better.
Yours is a pointy. Here, let me hold and watch your thumb. I want you guys to see that we risked our lives over here.
Little by little, and we made a road on this thing.
So just in case you decide to try to make this, I want you to be aware
That you need a really big, really sharp knife. You want to check it? Or you keep stabbing this.
You can go ahead and check on that.
You want to stab it?
I'll see if I can stab it. Get some frustration out.
Where? Do you use a towel?
Oh, right here. There's those ones right there are the plastic ones are just for looks till they get hot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, let's show them.
Put your hand in there.
That looks so good.
That looks so
Almost
pretty.
looks like bread.
It's all pretty and golden and.
Do you guys see that? Let me see if I'm gonna take you off of here. Let's see if I can.
But see, it's still no, it's not. Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
And if you could smell it, oh my gosh, it smells like garlic bread.
I'm not sure.
So
if they
this
can
is
see.
what it'll look like.
Let me see. I'm gonna just switch it around, guys. Switch it around. There we go. Oh, that looks really
And
good.
if you like it a little more toasted on the top, you just sit it in there for a little longer. But the fork is gonna do this, and that's basically all you do. And you're gonna just kind of poke around it, make sure that it's tender, and then you just bring this down. And those are gonna be your noodles. Just burning my fingers.
Oh, okay.
And you just leave the roasted garlic in there. And then when you put the sauce, you're just gonna put it all through here. But you take this out however much you need out. And then you're gonna put your sauce in there. Make a big hole. This looks like the Great Barrier Reef, huh?
Oh my goodness, that looks
Finding Nemo.
wonderful.
Y'all watch Finding
really
Nemo? Only
no, I was no. So today we're going to call it Meatless Monday, right? For everybody who's wanting to try to reduce that meat. She's making spaghetti bowls, right? Spaghetti squash bowls? Spaghetti squash bowls, and it's vegan. She's used a few of the ingredients that she used to make this a quick dish. This took what, 40 minutes? The big spoon right here, right in front of you, right there. That's okay. That's okay. So here's some of the ingredients. She had the bell peppers in here. She used some roasted garlic. The Prego. I don't know why it's showing it that way, but this looks really, really good. I've never done this before. This is
thinner, so I'm gonna wait for it.
okay. So let's take a look at that real quick. So you're saying you want this to be a little thinner?
Thinner, yeah. Could have put them tomatoes in, because I did open them.
You can go ahead and pour those in there now if you want.
Because you can't never really have too many tomatoes.
Okay, so here you can just use the tomatoes.
This is like Winco brand diced tomatoes that I bought.
She's just pouring the tomatoes in there in addition to.
I don't know.
Let me
I don't
see.
know. Just look.
Yeah, I think you can. There we go.
Just easy peasy. That was like 54 cents or something. And it'll cost you a lot of money because the zucchini was like about 5 zucchini. It was $2. The yellow zucchini was like 36 cents.
Antoinette says that looks so good.
It is so good. You need to come and get it. Come get one. But
Kimberly says that looks delish.
but see, like the tomato just kind of made it so it's not so stiff, and you can let it go for a little bit and let these get a little looser for you. It wasn't so tight. And then you just take it, spoon it out, however much sauce you want it, you know. For me, it's like you can't have too much sauce, especially because those bowls look small. But you can cut this in half and eat it. You know, 2 people can eat off of one bowl because you're not gonna finish this thing.
Yeah, it's pretty. They're pretty big.
Because it's squash, is filling. It's really, really filling.
Thank you all again for joining as Tamisha cooks up in the kitchen. Master vegan chef here.
A master chef.
Master vegan.
I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. I just wanted to eat better, feel better,
And that's
look better in my bathing suit because I'll be 40 in November.
Oh my goodness! Happy birthday! Early.
No, wait till November and then tell me. Because I want to still be 39.
She still wants to be 39. That sounds like me.
I want to still be you're 39 right now.
I had a big old birthday, more of a birthday celebration on my 49th birthday than my 50th.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be 40 in November, and that's when you can tell me happy birthday. But I didn't want to bring in 40 like just looking 60.
Hey, Holiday, blessings to you. Thank you for watching.
I wasn't gonna look a mess. Look, you just stop.
Oh, I know. Right? So let's see if we can. Where are they at over there? Let's show you guys a little bit more of this. Getting your frustrations out. Oh yeah, didn't think of that. Getting your frustrations out, right?
You're like stab.
I think you did it better. I was holding it in.
But we didn't cut the top off.
Oh, the sides? The top part. Takes two in the kitchen to make it work.
And a little hip action and get it in there.
Gotta get their muscles going. What? This is what happens when you don't have a sharp knife.
You gotta have a really big, really sharp knife.
Maybe this one will work now.
Or you have to be really strong and you could have just hit it. My dad actually did the last time.
Oh, he did it for you.
He just like pull out and just
use all his muscles.
Yeah. I was like, cool. Do the other one.
Okay, so we hold while you pull, so your thumb gets be out the way. I'm all worried about her thumb.
My thumb is fine. I never cut it off.
There we go.
Yeah,
So this could be a family project.
This is the part we had the big knife. And they work your abs, guys, just so you know. We are working abs, hips, arms,
Everything.
with a squash.
Beat it up.
Who says that you need weights?
All you gotta do is cook your own food to get the exercise.
But you see, that's it.
I'm too hot
To bust this open, but
We're almost there though. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Denise is like determined.
I'm
No, you
determined.
open this
I'm
thing.
determined.
We have to take this. We have to take this. See, we had.
Careful, careful.
We had the big. Oh, I got it stuck.
Oh, I did it.
I made it stuck.
I made it still. She's all, I give up.
Somebody want to come cut this for us?
There we go.
Let's use both of them.
Let's see.
I think this one. It's not crooked. It's like making
this
its own path.
It wants to go in its own direction. It doesn't want to follow the
I
other
don't want
knife.
to do what we told it to. Oh well. Y'all get the idea of this darn thing.
So just in case you think that preparing food is easy, we are here to show you.
It's not!
It's not. It's not
I
always.
don't want to do this anymore.
We almost there. We almost there. We can't give up now. Can't give up now. Look at that.
Turn it like this. We got this. This side got some pokes in it, right? But we still got to cut the darn top off.
You got it now.
It's not straight. But it's open.
But we did it,
We
damn
did
it.
it! Okay. So when you bust it open, this is what you get. Look like a pumpkin.
So let's put this in the background. I don't know if they
Can you see it?
There we go. There we go. So you can see it in there.
So it looks like a pumpkin. And all you're gonna do
Hey
is
Shayla. Hey Marie.
lightly cut that out. So you could get a hole. And you could pick out the seeds if you want to roast them and eat them. However, I don't.
Oh, that's right, because pumpkins, these are pumpkin seeds, right?
No,
Is it-
this is
Squash, my bad. It's the pumpkin seeds that help with the pesticide.
Right.
I mean, parasites.
And you just scoop that out. It's so uneven.
That's
but
okay.
you can still eat it.
That's only because we didn't cut that top part off. If we cut that off, it'd be all right. My main thing is just wanting to show you, that it does take a little bit, so that when, are you interested in cooking up for anyone in their home?
I
or
mean,
having
if
set plate
somebody
sales?
would like to, I am looking into different things to make because people request different things. Like I do a vegan soul food probably once, twice a year.
Oh, tell us more about that.
Oh yeah, we do. I do greens, dressing. I'm working on the mac and cheese. I didn't get any complaints the last time, but I'm working on it. Dressing, black eyed peas, cornbread, greens, potato salad, yams. Turn it on. It's ready. And yeah, just like regular, like if you wanted to be, because I was vegan, right? And my family is doing Thanksgiving and they having all their good stuff on Thanksgiving. So I made my own meal. I made some sauteed cabbage, some greens, and I made like three types of greens. I have mustard, turnip, and spinach, and I put it all together with some garlic and bell peppers. Sauteed that, and I made dressing, cornbread dressing. That was vegan. It didn't have no cream of chicken or none of that. But Whole Foods has this product, and it's called Better Than Bouillon.
Better than bouillon.
Better Than Bouillon, no non-chicken base. It is beautiful.
Thank you all for watching. So if you're just joining us, Tamisha is making a spaghetti squash bowl, vegan. So there's no meat, no dairy, no cheese. And hey Gus, good to see you joining us. Thank you, blessings to you. And she cooked these for about 40 minutes at 400. Once she cleaned them out like she's doing here.
You clean them out, you're gonna wash them, and then you'll massage them in the grapeseed oil. And we just season them with some pepper, little pepper, and roasted garlic, and you're done. The hardest part is busting this thing open, and the longest part is waiting for it to roast.
But while you're waiting to roast, you cut up all your, all your bell peppers, your squash, and it actually looks like French bread.
Is it hot still?
So it actually kind of looks like some French bread, but it's the squash.
This sauce, if y'all could smell it,
Very
it smells
good.
so good. With this garlic, roasted garlic
Very good.
popping off. So, it's still too hot
Still too hot?
for me to pick it up. And then you just fill it up.
This is gonna work. There we go.
Did it fall in there?
Okay, let's see. Anybody got any questions? Hey, Veronica. I don't know if I said hi to you, but blessings to you. Blessings, Bianca. I think it's Bianco. Yes. Blessings to you. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. So terrible at that.
Oh, maybe I can use a towel.
Okay. So again, we're here in the Rasta Kitchen. No blood, no bones. We're cooking up a vegan. Oh, look at that!
So pretty. I'm holding my baby.
That's so nice. Okay, so we're gonna do something because some of us, even though we get away from.
Look, do you want to hold the baby?
Do I want to hold the baby?
It's our baby. It's beautiful. So good. And it's just all vegetables. You don't have a noodle in there, so you don't have to worry about all these darn carbs or whatever you guys be worried about.
Woo. So there it is. There it is.
There.
How much longer till it's done? Oh, it's done, right?
We're finished.
We're finished. But I'm going to show you what you can do for people who do like that little cheesy flavor. Let me show you. Let's go ahead
Some
and
nutritional yeast.
let's move. Yeah, we can do that. We're going to move this out the way.
Yeah, I could wash these up.
Okay.
I am the person that's going to clean the kitchen as I move around in it.
So if you are someone like me, when I eat my spaghetti, I used to like to have cheese on it, and you can do a cheese substitute called nutritional yeast. I know you can't see that right now. I'm gonna put some so you can't see. It's called nutritional yeast, and that you can sprinkle that on. That'll be really good. And then the other thing you can do, which I'm gonna do with this, is you can. Oh, I only have a little bit left. You can do a Daya cheddar. This is a Daya or
I
Daya.
found out when you break that down, it's really
Like a
cheesy,
cheese.
like creamy.
So I'm just gonna shred that on there.
I'm gonna let her do cheese. I don't take cheese on mine.
You don't take
Because when I go in, no.
So we're gonna do like just this half part,
How much?
just so that you can see.
Tim McCrae, he says. Oh, you already said that. How much longer till it's done? Is he coming over here to taste it for us?
Are you coming, Tim? Is that what you're doing? You coming? Coming to have some? So, you know, you could do that, or you could, like I said, use the nutritional yeast. But that'll give it, if you, like me, like the cheddar flavor.
And then you just kind of bring these out. And if you need more sauce, you made enough. You just pour more sauce in there. Well, go ahead. You want to? Okay.
I'm gonna try it.
Go, do
So
it.
we just like the same thing, just kind of.
Yeah, you see, because this is all the squash, so just put your fork in there and kind of push it.
Push this in there.
Yeah, see how it's making those things?
Wow.
And you could turn it so you can get them off. Yeah. And then it'll, you see?
So you're just taking your fork in there and then twirling the fork like you would do noodles.
Yeah.
And it's actually giving it a noodle. And let's see.
It's so good.
That's yummy. I really like, because I stopped eating spaghetti a long time ago
See, now
because
you
of the
have
noodles. But now I can have spaghetti. I'm gonna have to call you over to cut open the thing now.
We can work together to bust open the, what's that called? The spaghetti squash.
The spaghetti squash. I didn't know really what she was putting together today. I was like, do you need the
Yeah,
noodles?
because I didn't know what I was going to make either. So she had a what is it called? Spiralizer. I was like, oh no, we don't need to make noodles. These are the noodles.
That's so good.
It's so good. So, I don't know who's coming to taste it. We could cut you a piece, we could save you a piece, but it might not be here. So,
Right? It might be gone.
and that cheese tastes good, actually.
Yeah, I like the cheese in my spaghetti.
You know, because me and Daya, we have issues. I don't like her. I like follow your heart, but this is good.
Follow Your Heart has one?
Remember,
It's more creamy, huh?
it's already like shredded.
Okay.
It's like shredded.
This is good. Anybody have any questions? I wish I was. I know. So you could come be our taste
Kimberly,
tester.
we'll make you one when you come.
Hey, Cousin Candy. Thank you for watching. Beautiful. Appreciate that. Let's see, who else do we have? Lovelane, thank you. Thank you. Blessings to you. George, blessings to you.
Oh, well. I'm gonna drop it. It's so good. And I'm not just saying that because I cooked it.
That's
Because
very
it
yummy.
is good.
So again, she made, Tamisha made
She said,
she made the spaghetti squash bowl. September 2nd. Okay. Oh, actually, September the 2nd, we do have another chef coming in on September. No, not the. Is it the 2nd? No, the 7th. I think it is the 7th.
Oh, okay. Well, just
not
call
this
me,
Saturday,
Kim.
but the following Saturday.
Call me and we'll hook you up. You gotta cut your own squash though. If you cut the squash for me, I'll make it for you.
Because as you can see, you gotta be really strong.
Or they're just not gonna be as pretty because it won't be even, but it's edible either way.
That's wonderful. So again, we worked with grapeseed oil today. So this is something you'll want to add to your pantry because it is really good oil to work with. It'll keep your skin nice and pretty. It's great for frying up your food. One of the things I want to do is the fried cauliflower.
You have to do oyster mushrooms.
Yes, oyster mushrooms are good. I used to get those at the farmer's market.
I made vegan menudo.
Really?
Oyster mushrooms.
We're gonna have to make that.
It's so good. Yeah.
Any questions, anyone? If not, we're going to go ahead and sign off and say thank you again. And remember that the less meat you eat, the better for your body. And also, you are helping the Amazon, okay? So, being proactive and saying, you know what, let me just take a meatless Monday, what we did today, and let's go ahead and just not have meat that day. And have, lots of fruits,
yes.
lots of greens, lots of green in your body, and you're really
like you can start off by just if you're a person who's like, I'm not going to sit up and just eat fruit and vegetables, make a smoothie. Make a smoothie, get you some natural spring water. Crystal Geyser is a good natural spring water. It's cheap. It's not $5 for a gallon. It's about $1. And you get you some spring water, some pineapples, a mango, some spinach.
And they also show you on the box. Let's see if we can see it. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Right there, they show you where. There's the map right there to show you where they get this water from.
Yeah. So it's easy. You can start off. I started off with green smoothies, and I have vertigo. So with green smoothies, vertigo. It's like a I never know how to explain it. It's equilibrium. Equilibrium is off, and at any point in time, like you can just get dizzy for no reason and just fall.
Oh wow!
It's horrible, and you just get dizzy, and it's brought on by like stress and different things. But with the green smoothies and adding in a lot more like leafy greens, I was able to kind of control the vertigo. It wasn't as bad when I was drinking green smoothies because you're just adding in more like more of the leafy greens, so you get more protein, more iron, more like vitamin D. I start being outside a little more.
Vitamin D, very important.
Calcium, and then I was taking like a calcium or magnesium supplement with it, but it was beautiful, so it helps.
Hey DC Mitchell, thank you for joining us. Blessings to you. We're just finishing up. Tamisha made a wonderful spaghetti squash bowl. And I think the hardest part was getting the squash.
bowl.
But we got it. Teamwork makes the dream work. Hit her up in her inbox, and are you offering cooking? Like, can somebody bless you? And
Yeah, of course.
and-
All blessings.
all blessings are received. Yes, let's support each other.
Or if you wanted me to come show you how to make it, I could do that too.
Yes,
It's
yes.
easy. It's not hard. It's really, really easy.
I think it's important for us to be supportive of one another. We go to these restaurants, and that's great, but most of those restaurants are working with processed and lots of preservatives in their food, and so it's not going to be healthy. And if we can take the same mentality of what we would pay them and pay our own people, our own community, we would be stronger. We will be a lot stronger keeping those blessings within us, right? Versus sending them out.
Right.
So, with that being said, love abundance to you, and thank you for joining. for those of you who were part of the live, for those of you coming in later, and
yeah, it'll just be saved on the page, so check it out.
Bye.